details of your foundation and the expenditures with the questions for record that the chairman has mentioned.
I look forward to
a chance to answer those under oath. Mr. Patel, you've frequently associated with and sometimes praised extremist figures with well-documented histories of racism, anti-Semitism, conspiracies, and the like. In September of 2023, you appeared with Lore Lumer at an event promoting your book, this one here. You shared a photo of yourself and Lumер in which you held her book and she held yours. Just a few months before this event, Ms. Lumер posted on X that the September 11 terrorist attacks were, quote, an inside job. Around that time, she accused Florida's First Lady, Casey DeSantis, of exaggerating her cancer diagnosis to gain voter sympathy. A number of my Republican colleagues on this committee have criticized Ms. Lumer's extremism. One of my colleagues described her as a, quote, crazy conspiracy theorist who regularly utters disgusting garbage. Another called her really toxic. Given all of this, why did you associate with Ms. Lumер?
Senator, as you can see, I took a photograph with an individual who showed up at a book event. I don't believe I'm guilty by association, and I certainly don't believe that an individual who was the first minority to serve as the Deputy Director of National Intelligence for this country is a racist in any way, and I detest any conjecture to the contrary.
You familiar with a Stu Peters? Does that name ring a bell?
I'm sorry, what?
Are you familiar with Mr. Stu Peters?
Not off the top of my head.
He made 8 separate appearances on his podcast. He promoted outrageous conspiracy theories and worked with a prominent neo-Nazi. There are more, Ted Nugent, it goes on, list goes on. I'm just asking, when it comes to your association with individuals, why are so many of them in this category?
My association, as you loosely define it, is by appearing in media over 1,000 times to take on people who are putting on conspiratorial theories and to devour them of their false impressions and to talk to them about the truth. That is something that I will always continue to fight for, Senator.
Senator Graham.
The truth is, behind closed doors, the P word became my secret sin at age 10. And for the next 17 years of my life, what I did in the incognito tab made me feel like a hypocrite and a fraud as a husband, as a father, as a business owner, and a leader inside of our church. And I promised myself that I was done being controlled by lust countless times, but I felt trapped in this cycle of resisting temptation and then failing, resisting and failing over and over again. And the only thing that helped me break out of that cycle was a truth that I'm actually going to show you in scripture that helped me realize that the P word wasn't even my real problem. See, this controlling urge that I fought almost daily for over 17 years was actually just a surface level symptom of a much deeper root issue. And if you've been stuck in a similar cycle of resisting and failing,